Hello, namaste, and adab to all the future warriors of India, and welcome back for another interesting notification released by the Indian Army regarding the women military police. And this is for all of those female defense aspirants who are aspiring to join inside the Indian Army and to serve the Indian Army in the non-commissioned officers post. This is for all of those Veer Naris who are aspiring to get into the Indian Army and make a large difference. We at SSB Crack Exams aspire to make your dreams come true, and regarding that we have launched various other courses. Before getting into the details regarding the women military police and what is this examination, what is the procedure, how to move forward, what are the documents to carry, what are the things that you have to remember, and various other complete details and every other detail regarding the women military police, the complete procedure will be explained by me in this particular session. Please make sure that you listen all the way up to the end and make sure that all of your doubts and queries are resolved. Before beginning, as I always introduced you, that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal, not only for the women military police, but we also have the courses launched for various other defense examinations. We have the courses including that have the complete holistic approach towards the video lectures, the live classes, study plans, study notes, mock tests, and the rank analysis after every particular mock test, and also the syllabus is completely updated. And the best part of the application is that you can also have an offline access. We have the content of the complete examinations regarding the NDA, AFCAT, CDS, OER test and PPDT, CDS, OTA, MNS, Territorial Army, SCO exam, PCSL exam, Airman Group X exam, Group Y, ACC exam, UPSC, CAPF exam, and also for the examinations regarding the INET also. We also have the complete detailed test series that make your preparation much more rock solid, and these test series are also considered to be the game changers towards the defense aspirants that clear up about a lot of the important other doubts and make sure that their qualification in the examination is much more stronger. You can use the code Warrior10 to get an extra 10% discount on all of our courses, and the best part is SSB Crack Exams is going to launch a course on the women military police very soon in the upcoming days. You can use the same code and join us and make sure that your preparation is going extremely vibrant and beautiful. So what are we actually trying to discuss in this particular notification? These are very important points that I'm trying to discuss. First thing first, I will explain to you about what is actually the update and what is the notification actually is mentioning about, and then I will discuss to you about whether you are eligible or not. Then in the eligibility criteria, I will explain about the age and education related details. Make sure that only female aspirants are eligible for this particular entry, and if any other aspirant is watching this, if you have any other female aspirant as your friend or as your relative, please make sure that you pass on this information so that they also get a proper understanding of this complete procedure. Then I will explain to you about the procedure, about how the selection process happens. Thereafter, I will explain to you about what are the physical and medical standards and all. Then I will explain to you about the written exam. It is called as CEE exam. And then I will discuss about the documentation details. What are the important documents that you have to carry? There are some miscellaneous, extremely viable documents that you have to carry, which case if you do not carry, then you will be sent back home. So you should not be in that particular problematic situation. So I will discuss with you about the documentation. Thereafter, I will give you a proper guidance and the motivation on how to crack this examination on every particular step and procedure. Right? So moving forward, guys, first things first, regarding the updates of the notification. Actually, these applications are invited from only the eligible female candidates. Remember that for the recruitment for around 100 soldier general duty women military police. So there are around 100 vacancies this time, and for these 100 vacancies, women candidates are whoever are eligible, they are requested to apply for this if they are interested in this. The registration and application, it is open from 6th of June 2021 and it will be available up to 20th of July 2021. Make sure that you submit your applications before 20th of July 2021, and to submit, before submitting the application, you should know whether you are eligible or not, what is the selection procedure or not. So let us move forward, guys, to understand about what is actually the details regarding that. First thing first, before you apply, after you apply for that, only there is a selection procedure and the system. The selected candidates will be given the admit cards for the rally, so they have to go through towards that particular rally center, and after they should reach the rally center, they should reach the venue on the given date and time as mentioned in the admit card. So these rallies, whatever these, actually the women military police come under the soldier general duty. So the rallies for the women military police will be conducted either at the centers at Ambala, Lucknow, Jabalpur, Belgaum, Pune and Shillong. So these are the 6 centers where the rallies will be conducted, and candidates will be allotted venue based on their home districts. Understand? Understanding? So whichever rally center is nearer to you, that particular center will be allotted to you, and you are subjected to go through that particular rally center, right? So what are the eligibility criteria details and the age and education related details? So to be very specific, your age should be between 17 and a half to 21 years. Remember, your age should be between 17 and a half to 21 years, and you should not be born before 1st of October 2000, and you should not be born after 1st of April 2004. Understanding? आप 1st अक्टूबर 2000 से पहले और 1st अप्रैल 2004 के बाद का डेट ऑफ बर्थ नहीं होना चाहिए. Remember that important point. And the height is also mentioned, height and weight. The height, minimum height is around 152 centimeters. If your height is less than 152, then you are not eligible for this entry. The weight should be proportionate to the height and the age as per the army medical standards. Remember, the education requirement is that you should have 45% marks as an aggregate in your 10th class with 33% in each subject. Understanding? 45% marks as a cutoff. This a minimum of around 45% marks in the whole of 10th class, in the whole of all the subjects, and 33% in each. Okay, and also you should remember, if in case you have already finished your 10 plus 2, in that case also you should have a minimum of around 45% as an aggregate in all of your subjects with around 33% in each particular subject, whichever exam you are preparing. Understand? Whichever exam you have written, if it is an intermediate related one. Okay, so only actually the main education qualification for this one is the 10th class, but those candidates who also qualified, who have finished their 10 plus 2 also can apply for this, but they should remember that only the 10th class certificate will be taken for the shortlisting. So if any particular Gorkha people are there, if they have a certificate mentioning that their community certificate mentions that they are from the Gorkha community and either they are Nepalis or Indian, they can have a simple 10th class. They do not have any kind of cutoff related towards their percentage, any cutoff related to that. One more important point is about the 5 steps for an aspiring future. So first I will try to tell you about what is the procedure. See, the first procedure is, first you will get shortlisted by the Indian Army after submitting your applications. After you qualify and after you feel that by checking that you are eligible for this particular application, then you will submit your application in a proper format by going through with the official Indian Army website, joinindianarmy.nic.in. The moment you finish your applications, there will be lakhs of applications received by the Army website, and only few of them will be shortlisted from that. How will that shortlisting be done? I will tell you about that in a very few time. But remember, after getting shortlisted, you will be given an admit card to appear towards the rally center. Understanding? So after you get an admit card for the rally center, you should go, and at the rally center a physical fitness test will happen. What type of physical fitness test? The details regarding that also I will tell you in the same session now only. And after the physical fitness test, once you qualify that, you will be sent towards a medical board, and in the medical board they will check and they will declare whether you are medically fit or not. Okay, so in this medical board, what they will check is about, they will check in much more detail about the inner ailments and the other details, your blood tests and all the other important issues. So after you are declared medically fit, then you will be allowed to write the written examination. Okay, so written examination is called as a CEE examination. The syllabus, what is the syllabus regarding that? What are the cutoff marks? What is the paper pattern? What things you should study, and how to proceed forward regarding the written examination? The content regarding that also I will explain now. And fortunately, if in case you do qualify the written examination also, then you should wait for the final merit list, and in the final merit list you should check whether your name is there or not. And once your name is mentioned in the final merit list, you will be allowed to join the WMP with flying colors. So you will be allowed, your training will begin at the WMP training center. Understanding? So remember, let us go through with the first and foremost thing. Now you people might be having doubts that how is the screening done? How does the army check whether a person should be given the admit card for the rally or not? So first and foremost thing, once the registration of candidates is over, a cutoff list will be generated and admit cards will be issued only to a limited number of candidates proportionate to the vacancies required to be filled. Like for example, if there are around 2 lakh candidates applying for this particular entry, all the 2 lakh candidates cannot be called at these 6 particular rally centers. They will be shortlisted. Last year, the cutoff list, it mentioned are around 10th class marks as 85%. Okay, 85% in the 10th class was taken as a cutoff. Remember this percentage, 85% was the cutoff. So last year, this was a cutoff. If you have more than 85%, then there is a probability that you are getting selected. So how do they take this particular cutoff. Cutoff merit list will be decided based on first the aggregate marks in the 10th class. Okay, your 10th class marks will be taken for the first time into consideration. Depending upon the 10th class aggregate, they will shortlist for the first time. Now, if in case there are candidates who have the same marks, if there are more candidates with the same marks, then candidates of higher age will be preferred. Okay, candidates who have more age, they will be preferred. Remember that. So there are two selection levels. Level 1 will be considering about your 10th class marks. And after taking the 10th class candidates, even then also the number of people are more. And if there are candidates who are more number of candidates are there with the same marks, then also from that to shortlist from those people, again candidates who are having higher age will be preferred regarding that. So in this way, they will shortlist the candidates, and only the shortlisted number of candidates which are proportionate to the number of vacancies, they will be called towards the rally centers. Now you might be understanding, after being called towards a rally center, what type of test you will undergo. These tests are known as a physical fitness test. This is the second step that you're going through. Okay, step 1 is getting shortlisted. Now step 2 is your physical fitness test. In the physical fitness test, as the rally side, these women are allowed in 3 different types of exercises. They will be checked upon these important tests. The first test will be around 1.6 kilometers run. So candidate should run around 1.6 kilometers in a minimum time of around 7 minutes 30 seconds. Okay, so this will be group 1 and up to 8 minutes in the group 2. Okay, so there will be 2 groups and 2 different types of runs will be taken into consideration, and the total distance will be a minimum of around 1.6 kilometers, and this is the minimum time. So the female candidate should be able to run at this particular point of time. There will also be a long jump of around 10 feet. You should also have to qualify in this, and there will be a high jump which is around 3 feet. This also should be qualified. There are also some important remarks mentioned in the official notification. It says that the extra time for 1.6 kilometers run in case of hilly terrain, if there is any kind of hilly terrain, then it is given extra 30 seconds will be given to the candidates. If the height of the ground is more than 5,000, it is in between 5,000 feet to 9,000 feet, and if the altitude of that whole ground is between 9,000 feet to 12,000 feet, then extra 120 seconds of timing will be given towards the candidates. Okay, so these are the important points, but generally you need to remember these this important box. Remember this box. If you're able to qualify the run, and if you're able to qualify the long jump and high jump, if you practice very properly regarding this, then there are more chances and probability of you getting selected. Okay, so there is also some relaxations towards the people. This WMP is not only for the new fresher general candidates. This notification is also released towards the daughters of the servicemen, ex-servicemen, towards the war widows, daughters of servicemen, ex-servicemen, and also for the northeastern region candidates. So these different candidates, whatever candidates that are mentioned here in the below paragraph, those candidates, they have some relaxations regarding the physical test. To go through the relaxation details regarding that, you have to go through the official notification, which is given in the description box along with this particular video. So please go through, download the official notification from our website or from this description box. It will be easily available and understandable for you. Moving forward, guys, now towards the medical standards. After you get shortlisted at the physical test, now what are the medical standards that you have to maintain? Remember, these are the basic medical standards that you should maintain before going to the rally site. Remember, before going towards the rally site, make sure that you are in sound physical and mental health. You do not have any kind of disability. You are free from any disability. Candidate who has any kind of disabilities, they are not allowed to appear in this particular examination. Remember that because these are the female candidates, no predominant masculine characteristics evidenced on the external physical examination will be taken into consideration. Thereafter, a medical candidate from a medical certificate from a government medical doctor that says about the no pregnant status should also be given by the candidate herself. Remember also that. So you should not be pregnant while appearing for this test, and you should also produce this particular certificate before the recruitment rally, and you should also produce the same sort of certificate, a fresh certificate again before joining the training center at the WMP school. Remember that important points also. So you should not be pregnant even before the training and also after the training, before the training itself. And moving forward now, guys, towards the other important qualification details, candidates will invariably be required to render a certificate that they do not suffer primary or secondary amenorrhea amenorrhea or menorrhagia. This simply means, in a very simple format, the details regarding that will be given to the candidates by the women officers therein then itself. It simply mentions about the periodic cycles of the women, and if they are over bleeding, or if in case the periods of the women do not occur at the proper amount of time. These are some medical terms. You can go through with that wherever which is applicable through any particular medical website. So these female candidates who are applying for the examination, they should not have these both conditions. Remember that also. And you should undergo, if in case you're interested, you can go through your own personal medical examination with your own certified registered medical practitioner before coming for the selection, and check for yourself whether you have any kind of flat foot, or whether your vision is proper or not, if in case you have any deformities or any other physical measurements. Only after ensuring that every other thing is absolutely fine and good, and if the medical practitioner assures you that every particular normal external physical details are absolutely fine, then you can happily come. This is all upon your own wish. Okay, all are advised to ensure that their ears are free of wax by cleaning it by a doctor prior to the rally. So before coming to the rally, make sure that you clean your ears by a medical practitioner before coming towards a rally. So these are the basic important things that you have to remember. And thereafter, after coming towards a rally, after your physical fitness test is considered, after you getting shortlisted in the physical fitness test, then you will be called for the medical test. And in this medical test, if you have all of these properly, then it will be very easy for the officers also to assist you. Understanding? Thereafter, you getting shortlisted in the medical test. Once you are shortlisted in the medical test, now comes the official and most important step, which is also called as the written test. It is also called as CEE in the military terminology. It is called as the common entrance examination. Understanding? So the candidates, the female candidates who are shortlisted for the common entrance examination, these candidates will be allowed an admit card. Okay, so those candidates will be given an admit card. So this examination will be conducted again at the different centers. It will be issued after declaring medically fit by concerned specialists at military hospital, base hospital, or any other command military hospitals and all. So negative marking is also there in this particular examination, and after you writing this examination, and you have to wait for the results, and the results will be declared in the official Indian Army website. Okay, so regarding this, whether you are selected or not, no separate letter will be sent to the candidate. Remember that. Okay, so your name and the details regarding that, your roll number and all the other details will be mentioned in the Indian Army website only. No other extra special mail will be sent to you regarding that. Remember that point also. So after writing your examination, it is under your own purview. You should by yourself check whether you are selected for the next procedure or not. Understanding? So now you might be having doubts that sir, what about the syllabus, and what about the details regarding the examination? What is the paper pattern? What is the syllabus of all of those things? First and foremost thing, let me give you about the women military police common entrance exams examination pattern. So in this exam, this pattern is actually very similar towards the soldier general duty pattern. Even the male candidates also go through with the same sort of examination, but since it is the women candidates who are writing this exam, the question paper will be almost similar. And remember, there are around 4 important sections in this examination. These sections include general knowledge, general science, mathematics, and logical reasoning. So from general knowledge, 15 questions will be coming, general science 15 questions, mathematics 15 questions, and logical reasoning 5 questions. So each question carries 2 marks. Okay, remember, each question carries 2 marks, and because of that, general knowledge carries 30 marks, general science 30 marks, mathematics 30 marks, and logical reasoning 10 marks. So in total number of marks is 100. You are writing the paper for around 100 marks. And the passing mark for this paper is 35. Okay, this number might increase. Remember, pass marks might vary depending upon the number of candidates writing the examination. If in case there are too many number of candidates writing this examination, and if in case the number of candidates qualifying the written exam is more, more number of candidates, more than 100 candidates are getting more than 35 marks, then in that case, they will try to increase the cutoff marks, and they will try to make sure that the number of candidates getting selected will be as far as provisional, as far as proportional towards the vacancies that is there. Now, one more important point, if in case these women candidates who are writing this examination, they have an NCC C certificate, then these candidates should not write any examination. They are directly allowed. Okay, so simply NCC C certificate holders are exempted from writing the examination. If in case you have an NCC C certificate, then you are not allowed to write any exam. You can directly go through. Okay, you will be given full marks. You can also remember, take that in that way. Also, you can consider it. Now, there are also some important points that I would like to tell you in the written. What is the syllabus regarding the WMP CE examination? The syllabus to be going through in general knowledge. The syllabus for the first section that I'm trying to discuss, there you will have abbreviations, sports, awards, prizes, questions related towards history, geography, astronomical, legal and miscellaneous terms about United Nations, Indian Armed Forces, towns, states, union territories, festivals of India and world, institutions and research stations, news agencies, continents of the world, inventions and discoveries, environment related issues, about the Constitution of India, about the communities of our country and the languages they speak, the national and international days, international organizations, about the books and their authors, the biology related issues, and also the current affairs and who's who related details. So all of these different types of topics will be taken into consideration while preparing the questions of the general knowledge. And going through with the other questions, from the questions of the general science, from the set 2, from the part 2, general science, all topics of physics, chemistry and biology based on fundamentals and day-to-day activities are asked in the examination. And there might be some important medical and scientific terms, scientific research institutes, common epidemics and their control. The questions related to that also might be asked. And regarding the mathematics section, questions will be coming from number system, basic arithmetic formulas, algebra, geometry, mensuration and trigonometry. And logical reasoning is also there. In the logical reasoning, the questions will be asked from the basic verbal and non-verbal ability. Remember, whatever question they are trying to ask, apart from these important topics, there might be questions coming from the outside areas also, but the number of questions coming that are not mentioned here will be very, very less. But make sure whatever questions are coming, all the questions will be coming from the CBSE syllabus only. Okay, the books that you have to follow might be from the CBSE, but you can also follow the upcoming SSB Crack exams course related issue regarding the WMP course. If you follow our course also, it will be really beneficial and it will be easy for you to crack the WMP examination coming further. Regarding the written examination, there are some bonus marks. This is some new important one that we have to remember and we have to understand. If there are any daughters of the servicemen or ex-servicemen, the daughters of the war widows, these people will be given directly 20 marks extra before writing the exams itself. Okay, and you should also understand that to be given these 20 marks, they should produce proper certificates that they do belong to that they are the daughters of the servicemen and ex-servicemen. Only if they have a proper certificate, then they will be given the 20 marks extra. There is also, if there are widows of the defense personnel who have died in the harness, these widows also will be given 20 marks extra. Now, if you have an NCC A certificate, you will be given 5 marks extra. Having an NCC B certificate, you will be getting 10 marks extra. And if you have an NCC C certificate, you are not allowed to write examination only. For you are it is easy. For you, examination only is exempted. Understanding? So NCC C certificate candidates who are interested to become a non-commissioned officer in Indian Army, please do apply for the WMP notification. Also, there are some notes given in the bonus marks that you have to remember. Only one relaxation can be availed, and bonus marks will be accorded on qualifying in the written examination. Okay, so one word only will be given regarding the bonus marks in the written examination. For example, if there is any widow and if she has 2 daughters, if 2 daughters are applying for the same time for the same particular entry, then only one of those 2 daughters will be given this sort of exempted marks. Okay, and thereafter original certificates are to be carried by all the above categories at the rally site. I will give you details regarding the documents that you have to carry now. Okay, whether you are a general candidate or whatever sort of candidate you are, you should make sure, if in case you are going to the rally, before going to the rally, you should carry these important documents. Without these documents, they will not even allow you to enter into the rally. They will not even ask you, they will not even enter you in the physical exam also. Remember, these are very, very important documents that you have to show. Only after thorough examination of these documents, only they will allow you to appear for the physical fitness. Only then you will be getting into the medical. Only then you will be getting into the written exam. So what are these important documents, sir, that you have to remember? A properly printed admit card, 20 copies of unattested good quality passports is photographs that are taken not before 3 months. Okay, so the passport photographs, whichever, they should not be taken 3 months before that. Okay, it should be 3 months, very, very latest ones, and 20 copies should be there. They should be a good quality ones and they should not be attested by any particular person. Okay, and you should also have all original educational certificates. if in case your certificates are proposed, and if in case your certificates are there under the custody of any particular educational institution, like if in case you have submitted your certificates towards school or college, then you should have a proper certificates of the xerox of all of those certificates, countersigned by the principal or the headmaster of that particular educational institution. It should be signed and stamped, and a custodian certificate that is duly mentioned and properly signed by the important educational officer, mentioning that the certificates are safe. Only those candidates will be taken into consideration. Remember, along with these certificates, you should also provide a nativity certificate with photograph, caste certificate affixed with photograph, a religion certificate if in case you're not a Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Sikh. If you do not belong to one of these religions, if you are not a Sikh, if you're not a Hindu, if you're not a Muslim, and if you're not a Christian, then there should be a compulsorily a religion certificate should be there. You should bring a religion certificate issued by the Tehsildar. And thereafter, character certificate should also be provided from the school or college. The original NCC A, B and C certificates, if you have, please do bring that also. And the unmarried certificate is also compulsory along with the photograph issued by the village sarpanch or the municipal corporation of the city where you live. So these are the compulsorily mentioned documents that you have to bring once you are shortlisted after the examination, for the examination. Remember that. Moving forward now, guys, this is regarding the details. Remember these two before going to the rally. Selection is provisional till a Radari certificate is issued and candidates are dispatched for training. Until and unless you are issued a Radari certificate, you cannot assure yourself that you are selected for the training and all. And also one more important point, cell phones are not permitted in the rally site and at the time of the common entrance examination, during the time of medical exam, during the time of the physical test, during the time of the written exam, at all the issues, at all the important cases, your cell phones are not allowed and they are not permitted. If in case you are carrying them, then you will be immediately, the phones and the devices will be confiscated and your candidature will be cancelled. Make sure that this mistake you will never commit. And also candidates may have to present themselves at the rally site and for medical checkup for 3 to 4 days. You might be asked to stay at the rally site for more than 3 to 4 days. So it is under your own compliance. You should make sure that all the stay arrangements, you should make sure that you make it for yourself. Where do you want to stay? If in case at all of those important rally sites, if you have any particular place to stay or the booking of the hotels and all, if you're doing all of those important issues, make your own self arrangements. This is also a very, very important point. Remember this. You might be asked to stay for 3 to 4 days, right? So contact on the official telephone number 01126173840 for more details. This is the official Indian Army number. So you can call on this number. I'm repeating the number 01126173840. This is the number that you have to call if in case you have doubts regarding the WMP Women Military Police entry related issues. Thereafter, now sir, you might be asking, sir, after getting qualified in the written, after getting qualified in the physical test, after getting shortlisted, getting qualified in the physical test, getting qualified in the medical test, getting qualified in the written examination, thereafter what you have to do? After you get selected, all of the selected candidates will join the CMP center, okay, the Corps of Military Police Center and school. And this school will be providing you the complete details and it will provide the complete travel allowance. Okay, so once you are selected for the training, all the travel allowance will be provided back to you as applicable to all the recruits. And training of around 33 weeks will be there. For 33 weeks you will be there in the CMP's center and school only. So after successful completion of 33 weeks of training at CMP center and school, women military police recruits will be attested with the rank of sepoy. This is the rank you will be getting after you get after you completely finish your successful training procedure. So for other details regarding the salaries, the promotion, the pay, the allowances and any other details, please go through the official notification that is mentioned in the description box, and also we can go through the official SSB Crack Exams website to have a complete understanding, right? So we shall also get to understand, please do go through the official notification, to have a detailed understanding about this procedure. Without going through the official notification, don't go forward. Have a complete understanding with the official notification. Thereafter only you can move forward. You can reach us also at the website at the important email ID support@ssbcrackexams.com. This is our email ID. You can ask all your queries and you can send to this particular important website, to this important email ID for all the queries related to this particular entry. As mentioned, do not forget to reach the Indian Army official helpline number 011 26173 840 for more details and any other personal doubts. And please remember, complete this registration process if in case you are eligible for this, and if in case you are interested to join into the women military police contingent, please make sure that you finish the registration process of the applications before 20th of July 2021. This is the important deadline that you have to remember. Before 20th of July 2021, please finish your applications, and all the very best. That I really wish that you qualify all the steps and procedures. And the best part is one more important good news: a course on women military police is going to be launched very soon by SysBCREC exams in the upcoming dates. You can join us and take this particular course and make yourself and your parents proud, right? So this particular course, we have the complete updates on how to prepare the complete notifications, whatever important subjects that I have discussed in the syllabus, all of those will be covered, and we will personally guide you. We will tell you on how to crack each and every particular step and procedure regarding the women military police, right? So all the female aspirants, for all of those Veer Naris who are aspiring to serve our country with dignity and honor, we welcome you all to join this course and make sure that your preparation is going absolutely very well and good. In the end, I would like to mention, you can use the code warrior10 to get an extra 10% discount on all of our courses. No matter, even if you're preparing for WMP or any other defense exam, be it NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INA, Territorial Army, Air Force, Group X, Group Y, any particular exam you're preparing for, be it military or paramilitary one, we have the courses for that, and you can use this particular code. We have launched the code warrior10 as an inspiration, by taking you people as an inspiration, because you all are our future warriors and you will be serving our country with great pride. So taking you people as an inspiration, we have launched this code. And we really hope that our efforts and all the important procedures and details will be very fruitful for you, and all of those Veer Naris who are watching this get recommended and become the women military police very soon. All the very best, guys, and thank you for staying this long, and thank you for making this session more productive. And always please make sure that you follow all COVID safety related norms and regulations. Health is wealth. Make sure that you're always staying healthy, eat healthy food, always do exercise, yoga, and make yourself that you are very fit and agile and completely active and beautiful. And make sure that your preparation is going absolutely strong and absolutely with a proper study plan and procedure. Our course, once you join us, we will give you a proper understanding on how to crack this examination. And that's it for all of this, guys. Always stay safe, stay healthy, always be confident, keep smiling and inspiring others. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.